This is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Rams going up against the Cowboys. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Room here to run. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three down. Ready, green 90, green 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Three down. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And got his man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be 1st down Rams.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy. and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Now Bortles. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
To throw on second down is Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun. Gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Bortles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. 3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
1st and goal from the 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goff now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On first down, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Rams are going to get a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Bortles now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground, or did the ball come loose?
This will be caught at about the 5. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Man left. Hey, boys, got 4 down. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Slow.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong,
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
We got three. We got three.
On play action, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Hey. We got three. Three down. All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to let it go again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Single receiver. Watch two. Hurry up, here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
The final shot before break here. Gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the... What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Frank's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Bortles now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Bortles going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Third down and 3. Goff on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Black 58, run! Black 58, run!
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And this is caught inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
18 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it any.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll go on the ground. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a first down throw. Goff escaping the pressure right. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff shreds the tackle. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball.